Hi, my name is Carly and I'm 25 years old.
And my name is Chris and I'm 29 years old.
And we are an engaged couple living in an 8x26 tiny home on wheels built by the company Tiny Homes of Maine earlier this year, 2021. And we just moved in July and we're living in the beautiful state of Maine.
Yep, and some of the highlighted features are the closet right when you walk in, and the custom designed office where we have our computer set up, and then the storage stairs which provide a lot of extra space that is needed.
Welcome to our tiny home. Come on in. So when you first enter the home here, we actually have a closet, and this is where we keep spices, our shoes, different non-perishable food items. There's our dog Bella. And then up here we actually have a little book nook. I really love to read, so we have a bunch of different books up there and some little knickknacks and things like that. And then when you come in through the front door, you'll notice our little office. So this was actually a custom design feature that we wanted for our home because we have a PC that my fiance behind the camera, Chris, built this PC. Really, really nice desk that the company who built our home, Tiny Homes of Maine, added this. But this is where I also stream. So I'm a musician and I stream on Twitch. So I have my guitar and ukulele hanging up on the wall here. And then we also have a nice shelf that we store different, computer stuff and craft stuff in bags. This is our nice little custom office that's super great. So when you enter our home and you walk to the left, we have our living area here. We have a nice blue couch that is actually a new purchase. We had a different couch before that didn't work for the space, but we're loving this one. And there's actually a detachable ottoman here that can be used as a footrest, which is really nice. It's also easy to clean, which is good when you have a dog. Really great windows here. So many windows in the tiny home, which let in a lot of natural light. We have some artwork. The entire home is all wood, which we absolutely love, besides the floors, which are waterproof vinyl. But the home smells really, really great and fresh. We have a great ceiling fan up above us. In the summer, we just leave the windows open and we let the air flow through. A nice big window here which faces our land. We're renting a beautiful piece of land in Maine where we have our home, and then we also have two additional windows up here which again help let in so much light, and the sun actually sets right in front of us, which is really, really beautiful. So yeah, we love our living area. We've already had some people over and it's a great space. When you come up the stairs here, which are again made out of beautiful wood, and we put some grippies because they are quite steep, but we have a really nice railing that we use when going up and down the stairs. We have our loft area, and this is where our bed is. This is where we sleep. There are two windows that again look out into our land, and a really nice skylight that you can actually open up, pop your head out, and the stars here in Maine are beautiful. Then we also keep our clothes to the right there. So as you come further into the home, we have our tiny kitchen. So something we really love is these butcher block countertops. We have a 2-burner stove. We keep some plates and bowls up here, added in some shelves, hung up some kitchenware for kind of a rustic feel. And then on this side, we have a microwave, air fryer, and oven combo. We have more shelves up here for our glasses, our fridge, and our magnetic spice rack, which we really, really love. And we just love how that looks as well with all the different colors of the spices. Our fridge holds everything that we need. And then, we also have, this is our electric water heater. So our home is all electric. So we have a 20-gallon electric water heater. We have more drawers here for kitchen stuff. All the drawers are super deep and hold everything that we need. A trash can, and then we have really nice kitchen sink here. It's super deep. This pulls out as well. We just hand wash our dishes. We don't have a dishwasher. Then we have a nice window that looks out into the yard and the beautiful pine trees in Maine, our calendar. And then we actually, this is where if we wanted someday we could put a washer dryer combo unit, but we just go to the laundromat or do laundry at family members' houses when we visit. So we haven't felt the need for that yet, but that's there if we want it. And then up here we have our AC heating unit. So our home is all electric again, but this AC heat unit works super, super well. We've been using it now that it's November. It's getting a little bit colder out. And we really love it. It's remote controlled, and that's another really awesome feature of the home. When you go past the kitchen, we have our bathroom here, and one thing we really love is the pocket door. Actually, the office and the bathroom both have these slide out pocket doors. Great for space saving. And then on this side we have our Sunmar composting toilet, which is waterless and odorless composting toilet. We're loving how it's working so far. And then we have another big window here in the bathroom looking out on the land. Our land is really private, surrounded by trees, which we love. And then nice little shelf up here. More storage down here, a beautiful sink, and then we have our shower. Researching about tiny homes in 2020, and as for everyone, 2020 was a pretty difficult year, and we were just having a lot of revelations about what we wanted in life and where we were going. And I started watching a lot of YouTube videos about tiny homes and was really resonating with what people who were living tiny were talking about in terms of living more sustainably, more financial freedom, less stuff, more experiences. And we really just dove into doing research and started looking at land and looking up different builders. And so we chose this lifestyle because we wanted to try something different.
Yeah, definitely an adaptation to a lot of current events going on. Definitely circumstantial, but it's led to things like, the way that we get our water and things like that, and how we're planning on eventually converting our fully electric system to solar. So it's inspiring a lot of, sustainable ideas, and I think that it's going to be really important moving forward.
Yeah, so a super great thing about where we live is we have an external water tank sitting outside our home that's 275 gallons.
Yep.
And we actually get our water from a natural spring that's about 10 minutes down the road, and this water is tested yearly. It's drinkable water. You'll see many people in the summer especially bringing milk jugs and big watering cans to get this water from the natural spring, but it's what we actually use as our source of water. So it's free, and it is the best tasting water that we've ever had. And we get it using, my fiance uses his truck.
Yep, I get my truck. I have a spare 275 gallon tote, and I drive down to the spring and pump water into that tote, and then I pump it off onto the tank that we have staged on the land here right outside the house. And then in preparing for winter, we've done some things like skirting the home.
That was a big project.
Some extra insulation.
Yep.
Also with the water tank, and then getting heated piping for parts of the system as well.
In general, we are very water conscious. We are just very mindful about how much water we're using. And then something that is really important for saving water is that we have our Sunmar compost toilet, which is totally waterless and odorless. So we don't need to be connected to any sort of septic system because we have a composting toilet, which is super great. We never experienced that before we went tiny, but I think it's the direction that we need to be going in terms of trying to save water.
Some general advice and tips would be to for sure do a lot of research on where you're planning on locating your tiny home or any sort of alternative lifestyle, because wherever you end up, the town or whatever state you end up moving to or are in might have regulations that have passed recently that you don't know about, or things that aren't updated yet. So that way, you know, if you purchase something too soon, there's not as many hoops to go through or things like that, because I know we had to jump through a couple hoops with some utilities.
Just a couple.
Yeah, just a couple. Especially with our gray water system, we had a full gray water system put in.
Underground gray water system.
Which we weren't expecting in the beginning. It was something that we had no idea. We thought we were just going to be able to attach a gray water filter to the bottom of the home where all of the plumbing pipes dispense out, but instead we actually had to have a whole system put in underground because the town required it. So just be prepared, make sure you do your research before you make any sort of purchases or anything like that, especially on the actual land that you're renting or planning to purchase, because specific pieces of land can have their own restrictions on them.
Yeah, so even though we're in Maine, which is quite progressive for tiny home laws, and the company that built our home, Tiny Homes of Maine, actually helped spearhead two really important laws that were passed in Maine, but we still faced a lot of obstacles, the biggest obstacles when it came to the town specifically. So there was issues with the type of composting toilet that we can get. Like Chris was talking about with the gray water system, then also with electric. We had to get our electric hardwired underground. So those were definitely additional costs that we were not anticipating, and because the laws are constantly changing and we're kind of on the vanguard of this tiny home movement, they're changing around us as we are doing this whole process. So you know, we're in our tiny home where everything is up to par. We have a state approved, town approved gray water system, composting toilet, and we are hardwired underground in terms of electricity. But definitely do your research and make sure that you talk to the town and you know what is going to be required of you for you to legally live in your tiny home as a permanent living residence.
Overall, we both love a lot of things about the tiny home. Everything has its purpose, and there's no wasted space. And we also really don't feel like we need anything else. I think we have everything that we need to get by for sure.
And something else the lifestyle really promotes is just being outside more and enjoying nature. So, you know, where we are in Maine, there's so much to do outside. We love the ocean and going to the beach and hiking, and you know, we're New Englanders, so we love all four seasons, although winters can be a little bit difficult, but we're gonna find different winter activities to do together. But that's a big plus of the lifestyle. And you know, we're sharing our journey and our story and our home with you all because we want to help others. So it's an overwhelming process. You have to do a lot of research, a lot of advocacy. So many times we had to honestly, you know, educate ourselves on the different laws and regulations, but educate others. It was hours of time and energy that we put into being able to be here today, and we just want to help others in their journey by sharing our story. And we really, thank you for watching. And definitely, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitch, and I would be more than happy to help anybody in this tiny home journey. Thank you.
Don't be afraid to go tiny.
It's great.